welcome to this new episode of Terrible Thoughts. Today we're going to be talking about Richard Rameriaz, the Night Stalker. His crime spree was a brief one. It started in April of 1984 to August of 1985. He collected 14 victims, 13 of them died, most of them were raped, and it was all in California, and it's horrible. So Richard Rameriaz is a sociopath and a possible narcissist. He was called the Night Stalker, and he was born February 29th, 1960. If you're the middle child of the family, you realized you don't get a lot more attention than like the younger siblings do. You're just kind of thrown out there. And that is definitely part of it with Richard Rameriaz. He was neglected possibly, and definitely abused by his father because he had such a big family. He was a troubled child, and instead of seeing the signs of like, hey, he shouldn't be acting out this way, they just beat him. So this lack of a strong male role model in his life probably left Rameriaz looking for one, and that's when he started getting really influenced by his cousin Mike. Mike was like a decorated Army veteran, and he's not a good veteran. He showed Richard pictures of a girl he abused and decapitated, and Richard was probably around 12 years old at this time, 10 to 12. So that wasn't the only thing like Mike showed Rameriaz. Mike showed him how to kill people. He taught him how to snap necks, explicit stories. They would talk about explicit stories of horrible events when he was serving. And Richard just thought it was cool because he never had a normal life. He never had a normal family. He was being abused by his father. So the violence was like his reality. 12-year-old Rameriaz is basically homeless. He's sleeping in a cemetery. And eventually, he moves in with Mike, who, in front of Rameriaz, killed his girlfriend. He collected 14 victims from like April of 1984 to August of 1985. He died in prison, thank God, but like, one of his victims was a child. And I have a lot of heartache for those parents. He was a known drug user, and he died of lymphoma B cell or whatever. It's like a blood disease, and hepatitis C from sharing needles. So I'm suspecting he was on heroin. But he died at 53, and the most disgusting fact about this case is that this guy had fans. Bunch of girls, young girls, would flock to him, send him fan mail, show up at his trials, and glorify his behavior, trying to make him seem like this edgy bad boy. He is a terrible person. I don't understand how you can glorify the behavior of someone who killed a person's daughter, someone's sister, someone's best friend. Like, I know this was in a time before mental health stuff became prominent, but if you're clearly seeking out someone as unstable as that, you have a lot of problems, man. Thoughts and prayers go out to the victims, their families, their friends, everyone involved in this. All the parents involved in this. I have a big heart for them because it's horrible. Imagine like raising someone then seeing this shit happen. It's awful. And definitely, if you can, please check up on your friends, send them a text message, go visit them if you can. I wouldn't recommend it in person, but like maybe call them or something. It's a really dark time right now with this pandemic going on, and everyone appreciates a little phone call every now and then. Everybody likes to get checked up on, and it would really mean a lot to a lot of different people if you just took a minute out of your day to go and say, hey, I hope you're doing well. There's going to be a hotline number in the description below. I want you guys to talk to them if you're feeling really alone and that you can't turn to anyone else. Please, I don't want you to hurt yourselves. I don't want you to hurt others. It's awful and it never leads to anything good. Please leave a like if you found this case interesting. Comment anything. I read all of them. I try to reply to all of them. I definitely appreciate it. And subscribe if you really want to see more content. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.